thank you all for being here. It's terrific, really, is to see so many people. And I think that's testament to just what an important part of the investment world ESG investing has become over the past few years, and in a relatively short period of time. I would note that the rise in prominence of ESG investing represents a subtle but important shift in the way that investors think about the world. And it's a rare example of where the investment community has responded to heightened concerns from society more broadly. And moreover, those concerns reflect a greater emphasis on factors that are not directly linked to maximising short-term profitability, which is something that obviously our industry has historically focused on. These factors are in the public interest, and as a professional body, CFA UK has a duty to serve the public interest. We can do this by educating investment professionals, by promoting and enforcing ethical and professional standards, and by explaining what is happening in the profession to regulators, policymakers, and the media. And by doing so, we can help to fulfill our mission to build a better investment profession. Furthermore, ESG integration is relevant to all parts of that mission. We believe that it's in the public interest for the investment sector to provide sustainable investment products to help channel capital towards activities that promote sustainability. We believe that the investment sector can help encourage companies to behave in more socially responsible ways. And we believe that the investment sector has a responsibility to promote good standards of corporate governance. We understand that this is complicated and there are trade-offs that we have to make and some difficult decisions, but investors increasingly recognise that taking such factors into account not only reflects the public interest, but it also represents sound investment analysis. And it's in this context that it's increasingly important for analysts to consider ESG factors as dimensions of risk that need to be assessed when making investment decisions. Arguably, a company that has poor standards of the environment and that has low standards of corporate governance represents a relatively high degree of risk. And that's equally true whether or not one is investing for a generalized product or for an ESG-specific product. Our new certificate in ESG investing has been designed to help analysts think about how to take such factors into account. It will help people to build their technical knowledge and understanding around ESG integration. We are actively participating in the development of definitional standards and are looking forward to working with CFA Institute on a forthcoming GIPS-style standard for ESG disclosures. And we've also been actively supporting regulators and policymakers in their work in this area. This conference, alongside other activities run by our interest groups, is helping to keep investment professionals and other stakeholders up to speed with developments in this fast-changing field. We're enormously grateful to all of those who've worked to develop this event. We'll mention some of the people earlier, and we're also enormously grateful to you for joining us today, and to our speakers in particular for sharing their insights with us. And of course, we're also very grateful to Eurex for sponsoring our app. Before handing back over to Will and Fiona, I'd like to make one final observation. Investment management is an activity that is not very well understood by its stakeholders. Sometimes people think that investing is a form of gambling. Most people believe it has little relevance to them, despite the fact that an individual's pension is likely to represent the lion's share of their financial assets. The rise in prominence of ESG investing presents challenges for the industry, but it also gives us an opportunity to demonstrate the purposeful nature of investment management, to reconnect us with stakeholders, and to attract a new generation of clients and talent. We can't all outperform, that's a fact, but we can collectively make a substantial impact, for example, on the Sustainable Development Goals and on the Paris Agreement targets. And that opportunity is particularly great and pressing given the location of COP26 in the UK next year. So with that, thank you. I hope you enjoyed today, and I'm pleased to hand back over to Will Goodhart, Chief Executive of CFA UK. Thank you.